Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Andre here with Xenomorph.com. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you all get along okay through the massive pandemic still dragging on. And I mean, we are kind of okay. As collectors, we have a great hobby to actually strive at home, and you also get a lot of time to think about next purchases, and that's actually what happened here. So I had a bit of spare money left, and I thought, okay, let's get it on. Midas Mark 21, Iron Man 3, let's get it in. It's a diecast version, and this is the third iteration of this suit of Hot Toys. I will do a quick comparison with the first iteration that I have in plastic. The second one I skipped. I will put in a quick image of the second version. It's all plasticky, but it had also this kind of chromy look to it, but I never had it in hand, so I have no clue how it performs compared to this one. But I have to say, this one looks so freaking amazing. This mixed quality of different colors and materials, I'm just liking it. It fits perfectly into the actual Christmas season, being such a golden wrapped gift, right? So let's get cracking. So we're counting MMS586. It's the 36 diecast released by Hot Toys. And look at this, it's so reflective and it fits the tone of the figure perfectly. As you can see, top right, there's a Hot Toys 20th anniversary sticker, and it's basically a recreation of the Mark 7 packaging in terms of the build-up. So pretty easy to remove and store the figure again. And for me, yeah, it's an eye-catcher, and you will have a pleasureful unboxing experience and greeted by a lot of gold. And here we go, Midas out of the box, and let's go first to the accessories as usual. So the Midas being a repaint of the Mark 7, of course you have almost identical accessories in terms of the actual construction, but it's all about the paint application. So have a look at this. You have always these dual colored pieces where on the top you have this more shiny gold. It's not totally chrome and reflective, but it has definitely a reflection to it. And it just looks and screams premium quality, if you ask me. It has not this cheap look from the second iteration, at least judging by the pictures, of course. And on the lower areas you have these more, let's say, bronze golden parts, and it's just a nice mix of both colors applied. Then I saw there was a modification done on these shoulder blades. So this was the most flawed element on the Mark 7, this small pack. And this time around I think they added a second pack. I need to compare it, but I think this is an added element. I hope it makes a life of collectors a bit easier mounting the shoulder blade, because it was just a really flawed construction. Last but not least, they added this nice flight stand with a new kind of sticker application. And it's pretty hard to capture this on camera, but as you can see, it's highly reflective. And they kind of have here the normal base, but they added that sticker at the front for the suit's name, and then a more reflective sticker along the actual surface of the base. Not sure how it's about scratching. I see that there might be some risk to scratch it, but I think it's kind of durable, so it's a rather thick sticker. And the flight stand itself, I think this kind of element here, this looks just more durable than usual. Can't remember that it looks like this on the other diecast Iron Man suits. So I will skip movie authenticity and let's focus on paint application, because this figure was, or this suit was, literally for 3 seconds in the movie. And what I really want to show you is the presence when actually toning down the bright lights a bit. So let's have a look. You will see how the figure or the suit gets kind of to life by dimming down the lights. You see that? This is this high premium golden touch that you would expect. And you see also reflections happening here on the chest plate. This is by far the most let's say reflective part of the armor, and I think that's also the main purchase reason to actually invest into this release, because it's this nice merger of different golden paint applications, more, let's say, reflective parts with more toned down parts, and that's kind of the whole thing that this figure is all about, right? So the chest plate can of course be removed, so let's do this. It's all plastic though, as you can see here. Looks, if you have too much bright light on it, it looks flat, right? But as soon as you tone down the lights, it gets back to life. You see I have the LEDs activated. And of course this dual golden look continues all into the leg area and the thighs. It's just a pretty sweet release, I have to say. It's pricey, but if you always wanted to have a Midas suit in your collection, this is definitely the version to go. So let's see what Hot Toys provide as a new solution or approach to the shoulder armor here. So I already showed it to you. You have this second pin, the flat one, which goes back there in the socket. Let's see if this is a bit easier than before, and I think it is if you find the sweet spot, but it still has a bit of wiggle room. So yeah, Hot Toys, thanks for the small optimization. It's definitely better, but still not perfect. I think it's worse with this one. Yeah, so this one has definitely harder time to actually fit snug. Yeah, now I got it. So yeah, maybe a multiple way approach would have been better, like a magnetic solution together with a socket. I don't know. In the end, I don't care too much because I won't change these shoulder blades that often. Okay, last segment in this video review is the comparison with the original Midas suit. I think it was also a special edition release, and it's exactly 7 years ago. I checked my original photos, it was 2013 when this guy got released, and yes, so the progress Hot Toys is doing is striking, of course. There's no doubt that the left one, the new one, is superior to the original one in almost all the areas. So paint application is definitely more vibrant, more lively, and then of course you have the better posture and overall, let's say, proportions. Well, I think the Midas, the first edition, was still pretty amazing back then. I mean, it was one of the first, if not the first variant of the Mark 7 suit, and it's kind of sought after piece. And I think the second iteration was never that really kind of catchy as the first one. Of course it was catchy because of the chroma look. So let's tone down the lights here as well, and you see how the new one definitely pops, where on the previous one we had this, let's say, metallic paint application somehow, but it was never reflective. It has more like this flat metallic paint to it, where on the new one you have this nice merger of more reflective parts together with, let's say, toned down parts, and this is overall pretty cool. So final pose for this video review. We have Midas in a flying mode pose, and the new stand definitely helps to pull off these kind of extreme poses with the diecast figures. So that's pretty cool, and as you can see when I tone down the lights again, because it's just so enjoyable. This is so cool. All the LEDs activated. But this will make up for an amazing presentation piece for your collection, I'm pretty sure. So it's pricing, of course, but if you're an Iron Man collector, as usual, this is a nice purchase. So guys, thanks for tuning in. I might have a bit more time in the upcoming few weeks around Christmas to maybe put out a video or two. I still have Gamora from Guardians 2 on the backlog to do, and there's this Iron Man Mark 7 statue from Sideshow that I just adore, and it would be a great take to have a short video review on it. So let's see. In any case, I wish you all a great start into the holiday season and see you soon. Bye bye.